Welcome back to Live Booth Radio. I'm your host, Live Booth, and tonight we're breaking down all the action from a wild night in the NBA playoffs. Let's jump right into it. As we hit the midway point of the first round, the playoff picture is already starting to take shape. In the East, the Milwaukee Bucks Game 3 win has given new life into a series that many thought was slipping away, while the Magic's gritty performance has the top-seeded Celtics suddenly facing real adversity. Meanwhile, in the West, the Minnesota Timberwolves have put the Lakers on notice, showing not only star power with Karl-Anthony Towns, but impressive depth and composure under playoff pressure. Across the league, players have started speaking out. Giannis Antetokounmpo emphasized resilience in his post-game comments, calling Game 3 a statement about the Bucks' championship mindset. Franz Wagner of the Magic said, simply, "We're just not afraid of anyone." A clear shot across the bow at Boston's veteran squad. And Karl-Anthony Towns told reporters, "This is the most locked-in team I've ever been a part of," signaling a serious threat to anyone standing between Minnesota and a deep playoff run. With emotions running high and teams digging deeper, the first round has been anything but predictable, and it's only going to get better from here. Game 3 at Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, where the Bucks capitalized on their home court advantage to secure a crucial win. In a must-win Game 3, the Bucks stormed back behind a breakout performance from Gary Trent Jr., who poured in 37 points and tied a franchise playoff record with 9 made three-pointers. Giannis Antetokounmpo matched Trent with 37 points of his own, fueling a dominant second-half surge after trailing by 10 at halftime. Pascal Siakam led Indiana with 28 points, but the Pacers couldn't withstand Milwaukee's offensive adjustments and defensive pressure down the stretch. The Orlando Magic will barely get away from the Boston Celtics 95-93. The Magic clawed their way to a Game 3 victory, capitalizing on Boston's third-quarter collapse, where the Celtics managed just 11 points. Franz Wagner delivered clutch buckets in the final minute to seal the win, showcasing composure well beyond his years. Jason Tatum, coming off the injury, scored 21 points in the first half, but was limited after the break, struggling to find rhythm against Orlando's switching defense. Orlando's relentless energy and second-chance points were the difference makers here, as the young squad showed they're not backing down from the top-seeded Celtics. The Minnesota Timberwolves find themselves on top 116-104 against the Los Angeles Lakers. Karl-Anthony Towns set the tone early with 11 of his 31 points in the first quarter, leading the Timberwolves to a pivotal Game 3 win in front of a thunderous home crowd. The Lakers struggled to contain Minnesota's balanced attack and couldn't mount a comeback despite strong efforts from Luka Doncic, while battling a stomach virus, added 17 points, 7 rebounds, and 8 assists, but struggled with his shooting efficiency. The victory gives the Timberwolves a 2-1 series lead and shifts momentum firmly in their favor as they continue to dominate inside the paint. As we look ahead to Game 4 and beyond, the intensity is set to rise. Each team is now just one step away from either securing a commanding lead or fighting to keep their season alive. In Milwaukee, we'll be watching to see if the Bucks can keep their momentum rolling. Giannis and Trent Jr. have proven they can dominate, but can they maintain that high level of play on the road? Will the Pacers adjust and find a way to slow down their dynamic duo? In Orlando, all eyes will be on Boston's reaction to this Game 3 loss. The Celtics have the experience, but can they iron out those third-quarter issues and avoid another upset? The Magic are brimming with confidence and won't back down. Will Orlando continue to play with the underdog chip on their shoulder, or will the Celtics rally back and show them just how it's done? And out the West, the Timberwolves have thrown down the gauntlet. With Minnesota now ahead, the question is, can the Lakers respond? LeBron James and Luka Doncic have been carrying them so far, but the supporting cast needs to step up if the Lakers are going to avoid an early exit. The Timberwolves, on the other hand, are playing with a chip on their shoulder. Towns and Edwards look to continue their dominant performances, but will the Lakers find a way to neutralize their star power? The stage is set for some much-watch action, and you can bet each team will come out fighting for the upper hand. As always, it's all about who can make the adjustments and who can perform when it matters most. News from the world of sports. Shadir Sanders, the standout quarterback from Colorado and son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, has unexpectedly fallen out of the first 3 rounds of the 2025 NFL Draft. Despite high expectations and being projected as a top pick, Sanders remains undrafted as the draft heads into its 4th round today. This surprising development has drawn heavy criticism from prominent figures such as President Donald Trump, who publicly condemned NFL team owners for overlooking Sanders, labeling them as quote-unquote stupid, and emphasizing Sanders' athletic pedigree. Sports commentators Stephen A. Smith and Skip Bayless have also expressed outrage, with Smith suggesting the snub might be linked to animosity towards Deion Sanders, and Skip Bayless calling it the most stunning and disgusting development in NFL draft history, quote-unquote. Despite the setback, Sanders remains optimistic, expressing gratitude on social media and maintaining faith in his future opportunities. Other noticeable moments: Victor Wembanyama's football skills go viral. NBA star Victor Wembanyama was spotted playing football, showcasing his versatility and athleticism, which quickly went viral on social media. Jalen Hurts' awkward red carpet encounter. The Super Bowl winning Philadelphia Eagles quarterback Jalen Hurts had a super awkward run-in moment at the red carpet, which has been widely shared and discussed across various platforms.
Are you planning on visiting the White House next week?
Got it.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
Kelvin Banks Jr.'s baby goes viral. During the 2025 NFL Draft, Kelvin Banks Jr. was selected 9th overall by the New Orleans Saints. While celebrating on live TV, his infant son, Khalil, unexpectedly vomited, creating a humorous and relatable parenting moment that quickly went viral online. Fans protest at Celtic March. In a Scottish Premier match between Celtic and Dundee United, fans protested high ticket prices by throwing tangerines and footballs onto the pitch, causing brief stoppages. Despite the disruptions, Celtic secured a dominant 5-0 victory, clinching their 55th Scottish League title. And with that, we're wrapping up another incredible edition of Boothcast. But before we sign off, I want to open the floor to you, our community, because your voice is a big part of this conversation. First and foremost, I want to hear your take on Shadir Sanders' situation. A lot of people had high expectations coming into the draft, and now that dust has settled, and there's no longer a shortage of opinions. So was it fair? Was it an oversight? Or do you think everything played out just right, exactly the way it should have? I'm genuinely curious where you stand on this one. And as we shift gears toward the playoffs, things are only heating up. Every game, every possession, every decision matters, now more than ever. Which team has impressed you the most so far? Who do you think is poised to make a deep run in the playoffs? And who's flying under the radar that could end up shocking the world? Are the favorites going to dominate? Or is there an underdog ready to rewrite the story? Drop your thoughts in the comment section down below. Send us your predictions, and let's keep the conversation going beyond the show. We'll be featuring some of your best takes in our next episode, so don't be shy. Make your voice heard. As always, thank you again for spending so much time out of your busy day with yours truly, as your support, your insights, and your passion are what the game needs today and what make it fantastic. This is what we want to see, folks, so we'll be back soon with more coverage, more interviews, and more of the stories that matter most in the world of sports. Until then, stay safe, stay connected, and most importantly, stay passionate. We'll see you next time.